Good morning, this Saturday, April 20th, and I got some grinding done yesterday, so I did not make it to the grind lines yet. I am working on the flats, just cleaning these up. So these will be acid blast, so they don't have to be perfectly shiny, but obviously I want them to be perfectly straight and to get most of those, most of the just little things out of them. And I want the last name Stewart, I want that to be able to be nicely popping by the time it makes it into the acid and then for the sandblasting. So I will continue to work on these. I did also get the handle material. I got it all nice and flattened and labeled. When I have a custom like this with basically unknown handle material, I buy a lot of extra. So I bought like 7 or 8 scales and I picked the 3 that look the most alike because it's what they wanted. Sometimes, you know, you can go light, dark, medium, but these, I picked the curly maple that all look very similar. So I will continue working on these today, see how far I can get. Both Daniel and I are both doing grind lines at the same time, so it's trying to share the one grinder we both really like doing grind lines on. So it was cool because I was doing flats, so I could be on a different grinder and work on flats and not have to worry about that yesterday. So we'll see how today goes with sharing, because sharing is caring. And speaking of, here's Daniel with what he's got going on.
Hey everyone, just to get you caught up with what's going on in my world, yes, I do have to do grind lines. I've only got a little bit more grits to go though, and then I'm on to polishing. So I won't be needing it nearly as much as Russell will, so I will do my best to give him as much time on that today. And just to kind of show you guys, I've got these at about 220 right now. So I like going to a 400, using a couple different types of belts in the same grit, basically different types I feel, and through my experiences that I've been doing here and polishing, you know, a couple different types of belts, manufactured grits and different grits in the same number tend to help me get that nicer achieved polish. The 300s I've got here down as well. So everything is down to thinness, down as far as how far I want to bring the flats, the grind lines down. I'm just polishing and cleaning up as much as I can, so that way I get a nice shiny finish with the Buff Forge. In other news, our great customer and viewer, Charles Lewis, who we've done a custom before a while back. He was the serrated tactical knife I did. Great guy, decided to take that knife, go get a custom sheath for it, and then in return do one for us. So this is a EDC knife I made and I've been developing through different just kind of sketches, and he went ahead and got us this cool Kydex sheath made for us, which will basically have me putting this one in stock here soon. So I'll get to hand sanding it and then sharpening on into stock, so you should see that one there. I don't remember the Kydex company's name, but we're definitely gonna be getting into that and getting some of that in here. Russell and I really like a lot of the designs for that. So now we're gonna go to our favorite spot with our favorite guy, Russell. What's up, buddy?
It's good.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about the brand new, the amazing Nenox X series. So these are brand new knives. They just got here last night. They've just been released. This is Nenox's 30th year anniversary, basically what the knife they came out for, celebrating their 30th anniversary. So this is the X. There's not a ton of information about them. So we're not sure if they're calling the Steel X or if it's the line that is X, but they feel great in the hand. This is a Kiritsuke Gyuto at, is it 210 millimeters. They laser etched their name on the bottom of them. Absolutely feel great in the handle. So stainless bolster and pommel. This one features the stabilized curly birch handle, where this one has the marbled carbon fiber. It's not quite the classic weave, not a full marble, but you still have some layer. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at those liners. The black and white liners in there. That's killer. We literally only have one each of these, so we will be putting these in stock and they'll be on sale today. Daniel's going to talk a little bit about the steel of what he learned in the research of these knives.
So around a lot of the information that we looked up, The steel is a very proprietary, kind of close to the chest thing that these guys are keeping in. We'll try to get more information on it, but the X series is a specifically built steel for sharpness. And if you guys know anything about Japanese knives, and what we talked about in the past with Japanese knives, is the geometry being so acute makes them one of the best sharp knives out there. That's just in Japanese cutlery, kind of across the board, unless you get into some knives. But with that comes an increased fragility, especially with certain brands and certain steels. Nenox, they have specifically said these knives are for sharpness, not hard use. I'm going to repeat that because people tend to buy Japanese knives and think they can go harder on them. Nenox have specifically put out that these knives will chip and will be easily damaged if improperly used or used very hard. They are mainly meant for cutting, pure proteins or very, very soft things. So hard things, we're please gonna ask you not to use these knives. And a lot of Japanese knives, they are very nice high-end knife that we've just gotten in, and they're definitely something we've been looking to get in here. Nenox is one of those companies in some of the best restaurants in our city right now, the highest end chefs, and they've already been reaching out because we put these out on our story. So just take a little bit of caution there when you're looking at these knives. These are very, very intricate tool for the kitchen. So if used properly, you will enjoy it, no question there. If used improperly, you will be damaging something that is not, the cheapest thing out there and not meant to perform in those ways. So just a little caution out there for you guys so that you understand the type of knife and use this is catered to. So if you guys are using the Nenoxes in a wrong way, they're going to let you know that, and that's what their S series is developed on. So if you guys want something a little bit more durable and not going to give you that issue you going hard use, go out with the S series. It's a great knife with a great company. We're going to continue to get more of those in here, so that way you guys can see a little bit more variety, but we appreciate it. We're going to wrap it up here. Everyone have a great weekend. We know this one's a little long. We'll see you on Tuesday. Peace.